In the book War of Art, Stephen Pressfield talks about the idea that in order to do any great work, in order to do anything great in this world, there's something we all must overcome. There's something we all must overcome, and that little thing is called resistance. Let me explain what this means and how to overcome resistance. You see, most of us live two different lives: the life we live and the unlived life that we yearn for. The life that we live on a day-to-day basis and the ambitious life that we know we want to live, that we deserve to live. And between these two lives is resistance. Resistance is what's stopping you from going from the life you're living to the life that you yearn to live. So what elicits resistance? Any action that you take that supports your long-term growth rather than comfort and immediate gratification, that's going to cause resistance inside of you. Any action that causes discomfort, any action that feels like a lot of work will cause resistance inside of you. So what is this thing? What is resistance? Well, it's an invisible demon, a little voice in your head, which will do anything in its power to stop you from doing your best work, doing your most important work, doing work that will bring you the greatest rewards. You see, resistance is one of those things, it is endless because it shows up every single day when you are trying to do your best work. It's there to sabotage you. It's there to tell you you can't do it. It's there to tell you it keeps you from doing your greatest work. It keeps you stuck and it keeps you mediocre. And the biggest manifestation of resistance is not that you say, I will never do it. You keep saying, I will do it later. That business you know you want to launch, you don't say, I will never do it. You say, I'll do it later. That health, that fitness goal that you want to accomplish, you don't say, I will never do it. You keep saying, I will do it later. And that's how resistance works. It keeps telling you later. It keeps telling you later. Not right now. Right now, you can eat that bag of Cheetos. You can work out later. You can exercise later. You can achieve your health goals later. Or right now, you can work on your email and you can watch your Facebook notifications and you can watch your social media notifications. You can work on your most important task in your business later. You keep telling yourself later, and that is resistance working against you. You see, resistance will force you. It'll literally force you to rationalize your lack of massive action, and it will make it sound so real. You might tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not young enough, old enough, in shape enough, not ready, not yet. You keep telling yourself, you keep creating these excuses in mind, and those are all resistance. Resistance sounds real, it sounds true, but it keeps us away from doing our best work, our greatest work. The reason why you did not do your most important work last week or even yesterday is because you tell yourself that, hey, I got busy with other stuff. I had too much stuff on my plate. I was not having fun with that. I did not like doing that. But all of these are rationalizations designed by resistance to keep you stuck, to keep you from living your great life, to keep you from doing your great work. Here is the unfortunate truth about resistance. Resistance will take your dreams to your grave. Resistance will take your dreams to your grave. And it's your job. It's your job to kill resistance every single day. Now, how do you defeat resistance? How do you kill resistance? Most people make the assumption that they can defeat resistance with motivation and willpower and self-discipline. But if you look back at your behavior over the last 1 week or last 1 month or last 1 year, you will see that motivation, it was there for a day or two and then it disappeared. That willpower, that surge of excitement, yes, I will put this on my calendar and I will do it. You do it for a day or two and before you know it, you've fallen off the wagon. That self-discipline, yes, I will make sure that I work on the most important thing in my business for the first 3 hours in the morning, and you had that self-discipline for 3 days and then you let it go. You see, all of these tools, motivation, willpower, self-discipline, using those tools against resistance is like fighting a raging forest fire with spoons of water. Because resistance is a charged emotional thing inside of you, and you are trying to fight it with your conscious mind, and it's very difficult to do that. It keeps coming back. You win for a day or two, but it keeps coming back. So if you look back at your life, you will see it's a pattern of a burst of motivation or willpower followed by a failure of willpower, only to repeat yourself over and over and over again and feel burnt out by the idea. At some point, you give up that belief in yourself that you have the ability to do what you want to do. We spend our whole lives fighting resistance with the tools of conscious mind that are really ineffective in face of a raging forest fire. So what we truly need is to never depend on motivation, willpower, or self-discipline. We need to move past the tools of the conscious mind and use the ultimate tool that forces action. That ultimate tool that forces action is accountability. You see, when you hold yourself accountable to others, you follow through on your commitments, you stop making excuses, you show up, and you do your most important work. So how do you beat resistance every damn day? You hold yourself accountable to your most important work every day. And that's why I literally designed a tool to kill resistance every single day without having to use willpower or motivation or anything like that. And it's called focus blocks. So let me tell you about focus blocks. How many of us know exactly what we should be doing to achieve our goals, but for some reason just don't end up doing those things? We have great ideas, but we get stuck in procrastination, overwhelm, and analysis paralysis, which leads to a lot of wasted time every single day. We feel scattered, disorganized, and all over the place. We lack structure and accountability and have trouble following through on what we say we are going to do. And this pattern repeats itself every day, day in and day out. It doesn't have to be like this. Introducing Focus Blocks, the ultimate productivity tool for creators, entrepreneurs, and knowledge workers of every kind who use their brains to create value in this world. Using the proven science of live, real-time, human-to-human accountability, we can turbo boost your productivity within an hour. Here is how it works. First, identify the times when you intend to do your most important work, and then book 1 hour long live focus blocks from our calendar inside the members area. Second, simply show up for your live focus block. Every focus block is guided by a live trained focus guide and conducted over live Zoom video call with participants from around the world. We recommend you keep your camera on because it builds in an additional level of accountability, but if you want to keep the camera off, that's okay too. For the first few minutes, the focus guide will direct everyone to remove all distractions and ask everyone to make commitments on what they will be working on during the focus block. All done via chat or in small breakout rooms on Zoom. Now, your focus guide will officially start the focus block work session. Minimize your Zoom window and open your work window. With clear intention and commitment, you get to work on your most important task. Everyone on the call is on mute, so you don't hear a pin drop. Allow yourself to lose your sense of time and just immerse yourself in your work. The focus block work session usually lasts for 47 to 53 minutes, but you don't have to worry about keeping time because your guide keeps the time. And when the time is up, your focus guide will use soft sounds to let you know that the focus block work session is done. You report on your progress on Zoom, via chat, or in small breakout rooms. You celebrate your victories, and then your focus guide will guide you through some scientifically proven relaxation exercises and stretches before the focus block is done. Now, having accomplished your most important work for the day, you can now start another focus block right after, or you can go on with your day, your choice. The more focus blocks you do every day, the more goals you accomplish. So we recommend you do as many focus blocks as possible, and that's why we give you unlimited access to focus blocks. Your focus blocks become your cornerstone ritual, keeping you on track and shortening the gap between where you are and where you want to be. As a result of just showing up for focus blocks, you finally start doing the things you always knew you should be doing. With this newfound structure and clarity, you will accomplish more goals in less time and consistently stack wins by focusing on your highest impact activities. Don't go it alone anymore. Use focus blocks to get real-time human accountability and consistently turn your goals and dreams into concrete accomplishments you are proud of. Join focus blocks today.